Mike had just arrived home when the sight before him felt like a thunderbolt. The one thing he never wanted to see, his wife, intimately involved with another man. He had been completely blindsided, and in that moment he realized he had been thoroughly cuckolded. A man who was naturally meek and withdrawn, Mike's emotions were in turmoil, overwhelmed. He could only turn away and flee, driving off to escape the harsh reality. He stopped at a gas station, his gaze drawn to some graffiti on the wall. The cryptic message in the graffiti led him to a new path. Following the clues, Mike ended up in a dimly lit dance hall. There, he met a pure sweet girl named Lisa. After hearing about his painful experience, Lisa felt deeply sorry for him, and a strong connection quickly formed between them. Before long, they had fallen deeply in love. However, it seemed that fate wasn't quite done toying with Mike. Just as they were enjoying some quiet moments together, the owner suddenly called Lisa over. Mike, unaware of what was going on, didn't realize until later that Lisa was actually part of a scam group. She had used his emotions to her advantage, and had even stolen his bank card. As Mike wrestled with confusion, loud arguments broke out between the owner and Lisa. Mike's emotions were torn as he stood frozen, unsure of what to do. But within seconds something clicked. He suddenly snapped to action, throwing open the door and charging into the room. He tackled the owner to the ground. The gun on the table caught his eye. Mike quickly realized that the owner was no ordinary person. If he didn't act fast, he might find himself in an even worse situation. Without hesitation, Mike grabbed the gun and shot the owner, injuring him in the process, and successfully rescued Lisa. Lisa, deeply moved by the man who had saved her, was completely captivated by Mike. She fell for him even more. The two of them decided to go on an impromptu trip, leaving everything behind. But Mike's old, unreliable car wasn't going to cut it for the adventure ahead, so they bought a luxury car. Looking at the bill, Mike let out a bitter laugh. His account balance was nowhere near enough, but Lisa didn't panic. She quickly pulled out a large stack of cash, handed it to him, and gave him a sweet kiss. In that moment, Mike felt like his life had reached its peak. They drove south, savoring the thrill of freedom and love. However, they hadn't counted on the police suddenly starting to tail them. Lisa quickly stashed the cash, aware that it wasn't earned legally. She pulled over to the side of the road and cooperated with the police check. But in the confusion, the gun accidentally fell out. As the officers moved closer, Mike's heart raced and the tension mounted.